Welcome back, Redeemers. Thank you for joining us again. My name is Curtis.
I'm Nick.
Keith.
Lomida.
Ty.
Thanks. And today we're going to be getting into Treasure, My Treasure, MV. Let's see what we got. Treasure. Gonna be one of them.
Not a Transformer?
I am Optimus Prime.
B! Okay. That was a nice note.
Was the Butters?
What happened?
Oh yeah, the Butters one.
I like that. Nice.
Hey,
Right back into it. Nice transition.
it's a good match cut.
That was literally a match cut.
Aspect ratio. You're a treasure. I like that. What's that? I want to say that was your dom, but they got some vocals on here, so it could have been anybody. It's a little soul at the end of that.
A little funky soul.
The boys also.
I knew it.
Nah, this song made me feel happy as shit inside.
It was definitely a feel-good track, especially with all the colors and the smiley faces and the rainbows and all of that, and you know, just the upbeat dancing and the cadences and the beats. That rap line was dope too. That rap line was hit. That shit hit.
The rap line took the song from like a 6 or a 7.
Yeah,
and bumped
yeah,
it up.
yeah.
It was also that beat change too.
Yeah,
Right,
that shit's-
right.
I didn't even know how they was gonna like kind of catch the beat almost. I mean, the beat did switch up and everything, but they transitioned very well into
In and out.
The one part that really stood out to me was when he was in, I guess he was in a library or something like that. Then he ripped the page and he walked out into the sunlight and kind of like, you know, saw life the way he wanted to see it as opposed to maybe the way it was written for him. So that part really stood out. But the joint was cool. It was cool. It was definitely like,
That's a great observation.
yeah, it was definitely like a
Teacher liked it.
see, coming from a teacher. That's
Teacher's pet.
Student.
but yeah, nah, it was cool. It was cool. I liked it.
It's funny too. We kept playing all those older like
That's what
R&B
it did,
groups and
and
stuff
it-
all
yep.
like that. I don't know who did it. I swear someone was the bass on here. That was like, you know, you're a treasure. Like,
Yeah.
like in the background, and I just was like, that's a touch that I don't see often with their layering and stuff like that. That was really decent. The color palette on this video,
Was happy.
we always say it every time they show me more colors exist every time we react to something that I didn't know existed. It's a lot of good things to say about the song. Not so much as not something I think I would bang out to, or jam to, or put it on the playlist or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I can go as far as to say I love this group enough to understand what particular music is for. This seems like this definitely is, kind of catering to like the younger crowd and everything, as opposed to some of the other tracks that we listen to. Treasure's decent as shit. Whether they're doing covers, whether they're doing dance practices, or anything else, they seem to be one of those fourth gen groups that are just. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me in 2 or 3 years if they were kind of one of the main groups dominating the entire SK.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was dope. I don't usually like the happy tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say I don't listen to them, but I'm just not seeking them out. And I'm not saying I would seek this one out either, but this was actually pretty good. It was actually really good. Like throughout the whole song, I didn't get bored with it, which usually happens with the happy tracks because they're trying to be happy. They're focused more on being happy and trying to give a good vibe as opposed to being like good musicality or whatever. But this was actually cool. I love the beat switch. The rap line was dope. Even kind of like the transition back into the beat was smooth. Everything was cool. Like the video, the match cuts were on point. They actually literally at one point had a match cut where he took a giant match, struck it against the wall, and it burned into a different cut. So I thought that was cool. It was pretty creative. Whoever came up with the concept of the video, I liked it. Even having them in the rooms or spaces where later on you see what kids weren't being maybe treated properly or seeing something that they probably shouldn't seen and like being emotionally distressed and tell them that it's okay. I thought that was cool as well. This was a good feel-good video. I mean, that's just really the long and the short of it.
I mean, it's a cool little tune. Nothing crazy. I've heard better from Treasure. I won't say I've heard worse, but I'm not going to say like this is shitty. This is just, like I said, nice, cool little song. Nothing like really to write home about for me. Nothing really like remarkable. It's just kind of cool poppy track, you know what I'm saying? But I'll pass it to Kurt.
Yeah, this felt like it was a track dedicated to their fans. That's who I believe they're referring to when they say the My Treasure. Basically because towards the latter half of the video, you see people in COVID masks and everything like that, and obviously they're talking about depressing topics and trying to manifest positivity in that regard. So I felt like it was like something to kind of bolster morale and let your fans know that you're there for them, and vice versa. I'm sure through as the pandemic was going on. I don't know exactly when it came out, but that's what seems to be the strongest implication to me. But
I think so, because I think even their debut, I think, was like COVID. I believe
yeah,
dropped in
I was gonna say because they're very fresh relatively.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah.
So I thought in that regard it was really really positive, really engaging. I see why they made it. I like the idea of starting a video out in the bus, and it's kind of more somber and kind of just reflecting on what's around you. I think that's probably one of the most relatable times of reflecting, just kind of staring out a window and just kind of like watching world pass you by. The way the video was shot probably is what stuck out to me, I would say, the most, because the use of match cuts were some of the most creative I remember seeing in recent memory. The normal looking city kind of in more cloudy, dark grays, and then they literally walk those same streets, and as they're walking, it's filling up a fresh garden, flowers, all that stuff. So it's basically like not what's around you, but what you're bringing to it, your perspective, which I thought was really powerful. And then when it got towards the latter half, the bridge, and everything started kind of getting more bleak again, I thought it was a really nice touch that they they acknowledge that sadness is still kind of out there, but it's even like they say, I'm trying to think of how to word it, because they say that when they're in that classroom sequence, they're talking about like, you know, needing love and all that, whether it's people around you or everything. Like you have a lot of people kind of close together, but everyone's got the mask up, the book in front of their face, so they're together, but they're not really connecting in any sort of way. So when they kind of break free from that, whether that's like, you know, the world like coming back together or anything like that, it just seems like there's that unity when everyone's together in a way. So for a track like this, it definitely, you know, hit every mark it was supposed to. Treasure's an incredibly talented group, one of my favorites for sure, and yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, anybody else got anything with that?
Nah, I'm good.
Oh no, I'm straight.
Well, I know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Treasure Markers, just like enjoy this. There'll definitely be more this month on the Patreon for like the group. I know it's a bunch of dance practices, covers, and other stuff that we haven't even gotten to, and like 4 or 5 other MVs. Definitely gonna be showing a lot more love on the channel this month for them. So, I know the vibes. Love y'all. Thank you for the support. I'll holler at y'all.
Love y'all. Take care.